and she went to a historically black college. How is she only recently deciding to be black?
Well, you'll have to ask her that question because she's the one that said it. I didn't say it. So you'll have to ask her. And I very much appreciate that question, but you'll have to ask her. But I've known her for a long time. I actually contributed to her campaign a long time ago because I was a developer. I contributed to lots of campaigns of Democrats, Republicans, and some were liberal and some were conservative. But you'll have to ask her about that. But to me, it doesn't matter. But to her, from her standpoint, I think it's very disrespectful to both, really. Whether it's Indian or black, I think it's very disrespectful to both. To me, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Okay, MAGA America, what are we doing at this point? What is going on? You have to ask her? Why do we have to ask her? You brought it up. Now I know you're saying you don't care. You're the guy that brought up the insane thing. And now he's saying, I didn't say it, she said it. Now look, MAGA, I know that you would find it unacceptable for me to label that as a lie. So I'm not gonna do that. Out of respect for you, I'm not gonna say that he's lying. Let's assume that he thinks she said it, not him. What, like it's time for grandpa to be checked into a facility. What is going on? It wasn't even a long time ago. You heard him say it. Some of you like that he said it, but either way, he's the one that said it. And now he didn't say it. Ask her. He's running as fast as he can from this thing. Okay, it's disrespectful to both sides. Him saying she just became black is disrespectful from her to black and Indian people. She's never questioned any of this. Why would she, you doddering old maniac?
A storm is tearing up the digital media industry. Only our audience can save us in these difficult times. Help us reach our goal of 100,000 new members at tyt.com/team.
That is his defense. Oh, and also, I'm very happy that you asked this question. I'm not like sensitive or worried about this topic at all because it played so poorly. And so, look, thank you for bringing up the screenshot before a demonstration of what it was. This one was a massive L, Brett, and I think that he gets that, which is why, like, yes, he said crazy stuff there, but he didn't 100% try to double down at it again. I think that he knows that this one just did not work.
Yeah, I went to a Creedence Clearwater Revival show recently, and John Fogerty was there, and the band wasn't as good as you remember it. You know what I mean? That's what's happening with Trump.
That's too bad.
Like, he still had the voice. Like, Fogerty still has the voice, but hilariously, he's actually packed the band with members of his family who aren't that good at music, which is a perfect analogy for Trump, who's done that with the Republican Party, and he let his sons help him pick his VP pick. So it just doesn't hit the same. And it's okay for people that supported Trump at one point to realize that, much like people who were Democrats did, that if he's just not got it anymore, it's all right to just move on.
Yeah, and look, you made me a little bit sad there because although I don't listen to much music, occasionally, like CCR, they call it.
Yeah, that
will come up on like
your music taste.
Thank you. We'll come up on Spotify and I'll be like, it's not bad. I like that.
So funny.
Whatever.
My college roommate.
God damn it. I don't know exactly who that is, but I feel like you just insulted me.
He's delightful, but it was always Creedence. Well, that was the only music he played.
I'm not saying always. I'm saying it comes up randomly. Anyway, yeah. So the Trump press conference, we're gonna get to more insane lies or whatever, but like with him saying you should ask her about the thing you brought up that you don't care about, even though you're the only one talking about it, and you didn't say it. And also, thank you for the question. Like I said yesterday on the show, he should have a press conference, and it should be to announce that he's stepping down and they're gonna replace him. That would be the most responsible thing that he can do now, and also that he has ever done in his life. And he didn't do that, obviously. But after that press conference, like, isn't it more obvious that he should? Like the guy doesn't have it. He doesn't have it at all. He barely had it before.
How amazing.
Somebody pointed out. Oh, sorry, what were you saying?
Just how amazing that it's possible. Like our analysis of his attack that he thought was awesome, that was just like him pulling a grenade and throwing it into the crowd and running away, is actually gonna result in people like us going like, should he drop out? Like, does he still got it? I don't think so.
The idea that Kamala Harris did an interview and accused herself of just becoming black. Like, what again? What game are we playing here? I just want to know. I like games, but I want to know what game we're playing.
And
but anyway, obviously that didn't happen.
Really quick, the central premise doesn't even make sense. Like, you can have multiple different racial and ethnic backgrounds. That's what happens when your parents get wasted and start banging and they forget to use contraception. Like, it results in multiracial people. She can be Indian, which is technically Caucasian. Don't get me into the history of that somehow. Good job, census, but I'm for it. And then she can also be black. Like, it's possible. You know how like you go to a USC UCLA game and someone has kids that go to each of the schools, and so they have like a shirt that's half UCLA and half USC. Like,
is that a thing?
And Equanimous St. Brown's dad has like a Chicago Bears and a Detroit Lions shirt that he wears to the games. It's like reverse that. But I think you can, since everyone on the right is such a huge sports fan now, they can wrap their minds around that concept.
Yeah, I didn't know that was a thing, although it does make sense. And obviously I go to USC and UCLA games all the time. I went on the USC campus once to watch the League of Legends World Championships. And I did find out that Jordan Childs is gonna be competing for 2 years at UCLA. So I probably will be going to gymnastics meets at UCLA. I'm very excited for that. But anyway, on Donald Trump, yeah, it's sad he doesn't have it. We'll see, he can still win the election. Our country is insane and bad news can happen, but yeah, no, he's out of his GD mind. I had another point I want to make, but I don't remember what it was, so we will return to that at some point if it pops back up. When you click the join button and become a tier 2 member, you get access to all of our weekly top 10 lists. What are you waiting for?